I made a must-win battle for myself where I said, if I want to go far in my career, I have to become good or at least better at networking. And of course, networking for finance professionals or introverts, almost the worst thing you can ask them to do, right? So I tried to research a little bit, study a little bit about what are some good networking techniques. And then I kind of learned about a technique called the open three. So when you get into a room, you scan it, see who's there and who's talking and so on. And of course, the first challenge is always to try and find a conversation. Once you're in a conversation, things always flow. But you probably don't want to go to the person who's just standing there alone. Of course, you could do out of pity, but it's not necessarily the best strategy. You don't want to go to two people just standing talking because they're typically having a more intimate conversation around something or they know each other and so on. But if you find three people that are standing in a relatively loose formation, so not too close, probably three people that have just met each other at this event and now they're having this conversation. And typically there's always room for one more person. But if there's four people or more, it becomes a bigger group, meaning there's always one person, maybe sometimes two, dominating the conversation. And of course you can go to listen, but getting into the conversation is going to be really hard. So if you wanted to be better at networking, then here's a simple, tangible framework that you can use from scanning the room to starting the conversation to being in the conversation.